Hello and welcome back to the Pokemon Leaf Green Let's Play. This is Frogster24 from Indy Productions, and I am doing this Let's Play for the LPaholics channel. Well, now that we're back in Pewter City, well, now that we've gotten to Pewter City, this is where we will get the chance to face the gym after a quick trip to the store. Now, at this store, it's still pretty much the same deal, pretty much all the same stuff. A couple Pokeballs might be alright to get for now. I'm gonna pick up 5 of them for later. And a couple potions sometimes, I'm not gonna get them now. And, yeah, so now we've done that. The only real other thing to do here at the moment is face the gym. Now, if you picked Charmander as your starter, this gym is a pain. Because Brock is a Rock-type gym leader. And you talk to this guy, he usually has an interesting little banter to tell you. And he kind of just gives you some sort of tips, I guess. I never found them interesting, so I usually don't talk to that guy. There's always, at least in most of the gyms, there's always a trainer there for you to challenge. And he'll usually be kind of like a mini boss, sort of. I guess to get you prepared for the gym. Now, seeing as my Ivysaur is extremely overpowered for this point in the game, because I grind like a weirdo, but because of that, this gym is pathetically easy, plus the fact that I'm using Ivysaur, and Ivysaur is very useful in the first half of the game. Seeing as he took out Geodude in one hit, and he'll probably do that with, yeah, him too. There. Oh boy, just what I needed. Level up. I'm gonna lay off the grinding in the future parts, but towards the beginning of the game you might see a little bit of level jumping like that. So he's basically just saying his Pokemon are all rock types. And this is probably one of the best themes in this game, the gym leader battle theme. I love their remix in this game from the original 8-bit version. I mean, even if the GBA did technically have a inferior sound card to what most of the systems had at the time, but like the Super Nintendo, for instance. But I think it did a great job with this song. Definitely. I think that the Pokemon games were in general just great. But now I want to get I'm gonna try and get Ganchard some experience, 'cause I want him to level up. Onyx. This thing was the bane of my existence on my first playthrough of this game when I picked Charmander. Could not beat this thing for the life of me. And that move was devastating back at that point. And yeah, he's not going to be that useful here, so I'll let Ivysaur do the rest. And yeah, dead. Sorry, couldn't help it. I love the music on this game. And we got the Boulder Badge. I think he's also the only gym leader where he actually explains everything in the actual battle screen, rather than outside of it. And we got a TM for Rock Tomb. I'm probably never going to use it, but hey, it's there. It's free. Alright. So he's basically just telling us our next destination is Cerulean City. And that's where we're going to head. But first I kind of want to show off a little bit of what's in Pewter before I just ditch it. And most likely never come back. And this is the museum. It costs money to get in. It's $50, I guess. In reality, there's really nothing in here at the moment, at this point, to really see. And there's a space shuttle. Other than that, there's just some stuff like that. Some fossils. Some interesting witty dialogue there, though. That was funny. But other than that, there's really nothing to see here, so... It's there, though, if you want to check it out. It has no real purpose as of now. See that, and that tree right there, that is a certain tree that we cannot pass right now. I think I mentioned that before, but, we can't pass that at the moment. And this guy explains the traded Pokemon. So, yeah, very interesting. They were, well, seeing as they all look the same, I can't really say. And that's me realizing, completely forgetting about the tree I just talked about. Ah, and this guy right here. He's one of Oak's aides, and he is giving you one of the most useful items in the game, the running shoes, which were, I believe, introduced in Ruby and Sapphire. Very useful. And they're from your mother. But as you can see now, we can move a lot faster. Excuse me, you looked at me, didn't you? And this is our first lass, I believe. And it sent out a Pidgey. Lag. Computer's lagging a bit, sorry about that. Oh, that was bad. My computer just lagged out there for a few minutes, so if I went quiet, that would be why. So, yeah, because my computer's from 2005 and it runs like crap, so... My desktop, at least. And Gantrit's evolving. He got bigger and grew hair, it appears. Yeah, so, yeah, if I went silent there for a few minutes, that was my computer lagging out on me during the recording. Because my desktop is crap. My laptop is beautiful. It's Alienware, and it runs perfectly. But, my desktop is good enough for what it does, I guess. And it's a bug catcher. Why are you here? Shouldn't you be in the Viridian Forest? And why is that Caterpie still a Caterpie? I'll never know. I always felt that your Pokemon leveled up ridiculously fast in this game. I don't exactly know why. And a Weedle, which should also have evolved by now. At least I think it should have. Not quite sure. I never use Weedle or Caterpie, unlike most people. I just don't see the point. They're not really useful at all. But that's just my opinion. I like shorts. They're delightfully comfy to wear. Okay then. Youngster Ben. And it's another Rattata. Ekans. Ooh, that's a new one. Most people would know Ekans by the anime, because I believe Jesse had one in the early anime. Also, Ekans is snake, spelled backwards. Go figure, right? And there's still people who don't notice that. A critical hit. Kinda useless where it was, but alright. I don't believe it. Are you a trainer? No, I'm not. Bug catcher Greg. More Weedles. It's not very effective. I'll just use some Razor Leaf on him. Fortunately, with all Pokemon games, the first half is always is really slow at times. And I got another level up. Another Caterpie, goddammit. In the future, I'm going to try and edit out all these random battles. No. At least this is something different. Even though it's entirely useless. Yeah, huh. And Metapod. At least this guy evolves his. And we defeated Bug Catcher Greg. So let's move on. Yeah, I admit I went for that one. I probably should have skipped her for now and came back off screen. And it's another Rattata. It's really annoying killing these things after a while. Tail Whip. No. Gust. Go away. Now we have a Nidoran female. And I got poisoned. It's always Gantry getting poisoned. That happens a lot. But in the original game, Nidoran was one of the only Pokemon that actually had a gender difference. Where there was two different genders. Most all the other Pokemon just were simply just their name and there was no gender. At the time. Except for the Nidoran. There's two different versions and they evolved into different things. And another Rattata. I wish she had another like Nidoran or something like the other one. That would have been more interesting. But, what are you gonna do? And we've taken out last Sally. And he's poisoned again. And it's another bug catcher. He's only got two in there. Well, of course, Caterpie. Why hasn't it evolved yet? I don't know. Oh, a Metapod. It's not just a Caterpie and a Weedle. That's a first. Damn your high defense. That you just increased. Alright, now I want to head to the Pokemon Center. Which, thankfully, there's one right up ahead. And he still ended up fainting. Great. Oh yeah, there was a Pokemon Center right here, so... it's not all bad. Now in this Pokemon Center, that older man over to the side over there, he actually will sell you a Magikarp, claiming it to be a super rare Pokemon. To be honest, I wouldn't recommend buying it because it's expensive, and if you want a Magikarp that bad, you can just fish one with the old rod when you get it for free. Seeing as they have a 100%, like, with the rod, they have a 100% catch rate, and they're wicked easy to catch in battle. And it's a Spearow, the other bird Pokemon in this game. The one I never picked for some reason. Probably just because I like Pidgey more. And it wasn't that hard to kill. And there's a Pidgey. Speaking of... yeah, so... I'm getting out of school in a week. 3.5 days to be exact. And it's crazy. Eek, did you touch me? What is with these glasses? I get this one. Ooh, a new Pokemon, Jigglypuff. The balloon Pokemon, and one of the more annoying characters in the anime, in my opinion. Not dissing Jigglypuff fads or anything, I just never found Jigglypuff that interesting of a character. It was really annoying at times. It's also broken in Brawl if you know how to use it, from what I've seen people do. And I don't know why I put it to sleep. And just to show off I basically just to use sleep powder because to say I know it's there. I guess. But now that we've done that, we're pretty much done over here, for the most part. And our next destination is over there in that cave, but real quick, just because I want to check the map real quick. Now, we're at Route 4. We went from Pallet Town up there, and yeah. So we want to get to Cerulean, which is right over there. And yeah, this looks like our route so far. Okay. Just showing up all the cities that you can go to in this world. And I'm just gonna quickly get my Pokemon to full health before I go into the Mount Moon, our first dungeon in the game, as they are called. This is, by most people's opinion, the worst dungeon in the game, just because it's so long. It's really not that bad, though. One thing is, if you don't have repels, this is going to be a pain in the ass. Bullet Seed, which unfortunately is kind of useless now at this point. It's TM case, there you go. It's got a power of 10. Not very powerful compared to like Razor Leaf, so I'm going to ignore it for now. Oh, and so it begins. This cave is full of Zubats. And Zubat, to be honest, is a not very useful Pokemon. That is until you evolve it. Twice, that is, into a Crobat. Crobat is useful. Alright, and it's a Clefairy. Clefairies are actually a rare Pokemon to find in the caves in this game. They're, I guess if you like them, they're okay Pokemon, but I've never seen the appeal. So yeah. And there goes another glass. And once again, oh, Geodude, that's something different. Still entirely useless, but... Damn it. Another Zubat. Oh, get used to this. Yep. Don't sneak up on me. That's not Dr. Oak's aid. This is actually our first appearance of the super nerd, Joven. And he used a Magnemite. Magnemite is an electric Pokemon actually in this game. It's also part Steel, but Steel, in the original Red version, Steel had not been created yet, so it was just an electric type. Later games, when the Steel types are added, it became a part Steel type. And then here we have Voltorb, a pure electric type. And my guess is where they started getting lazy with their Pokemon designs, but it's actually not that bad of an electric type if you're one of those people who doesn't use Pikachu. And we found a potion. It's there, so why not take it? And here we have Paris. Another Pokemon which you'll find here. Paris is an interesting type. It's a grass bug type. And it has a bad rep of being extremely useless. Which is why I am going to catch this one. It's not going to be a permanent member of my team, that's for sure. But I'm going to use it for a bit, I guess. At least until it evolves. Because I want to give it a chance. So because it will be a member of my team, I'm going to name it. And it's female, so this is me thinking about what to name it. I went with my sister's name just because I couldn't think of something, and Alex was actually my Sceptile in my Emerald run, who was actually the key member of my team in that run. Unfortunately, it's been reduced to kind of a not quite so useful member. And I'm not really going to even bother with these right now. Also, when you're in the cave, it's much more recommended that you walk rather than run. Because when you run, it seems like you get twice as many random encounters than you would by walking. And here's the first introduction to a Team Rocket grunt. Now, Team Rocket are the primary antagonists in this game. They're a group, I'm not sure what they exactly do. I believe it's like they catch Pokemon for their needs and use them for bad doing, or something like that. We'll be seeing a lot more of them, let's just say, throughout the game. We got another level up. Sorry if I'm yawning, I'm actually kind of tired. It's been a long week. Can't wait to get out of school though. Start sleeping and actually enjoying making videos again. And I don't know why I'm sending out Paris, I guess to attempt to get it some experience. And this is me realizing, yeah, never mind. I'll just get it the experience the old-fashioned way by switching in and out. Quick Attack is very useful at this stage in the game, by the way, because it's very fast. As you can see, I'm doing it again. So this time I actually tried to fight back. Why I try again, I have no idea. Technically, I should have stunned myself, but what are you gonna do, I guess? Ooh, that was effective. Oh, this is where I give up. And I'm like, you know this is a bad idea. So I'll just switch it out and get the same amount of experience I would normally. And just take it out with Quick Attack.